Hello friends, Noodle House here, we're back on Chaos Child, and we're just talking about the wishes that people had when they gained the psychic powers after the earthquake. Entirely the victim of Don't Look At Me case was Nick and the streamer that was able to become famous, right? From what Shinjo said about Taki Yanagi, the girl in the leaky noise case, she became a popular vocalist. Kita from Revolving Dead case, him. I don't know, Aramura, do you know anything? He didn't talk about it much. I guess there was a lot of backstabbing at his job. But once he got his power, I didn't have to worry about that anymore. And that's for Watabe from the Gotsuan death case. I see, looking at it, you may be right. In other words, their wishes had an effect on their powers? Does that mean that your power comes from a wish too, Miyashiro? Have you ever wanted to be able to move things without touching them? No, I can't think of any reason why I want that power. Oh, I know, Taku. Remember after the earthquake when you were in a coma for so long? Oh. Come to think of it, you had a really hard time even walking back then. Just like Kuruzu said, I've been badly injured in the earthquake. Even after I'd finally woken up from my coma, just walking was incredibly painful. It was bad enough that it would take tens of minutes just to grab something a few feet away. I'd hated that, and I'd wished 1,000 times that the thing I was trying to get would just come to me. Then that's where my power came from? Makes sense. We can assume your theory that these powers come from wishes is right then. Then that woman, the one who attacked us, her power comes from some wish too? Did she want to burn something? Why did she want to burn so badly? Maybe she wanted to roast yams. Is it really a time to be telling jokes? No, Ito. Seri seriously believes that. Seriously? Did I say something strange? Yeah. Yeah, you did, Serika. Well, whatever. We can worry about why she became a pyrokinetic next time. There's one other problem we have to think about with her. Something important. I looked at the faces of everyone in the room. Whether she's behind all the murders so far. She had clearly been trying to kill us. But that didn't mean that she was behind all the murders. Just most of them. I looked back at the board. Kazuki, give the thing I asked for. I took the image that I'd asked Kazuki to print out for me. Nobody's been talking about it because of the return of the new generation madness. There's been a string of recent arson cases in Shibuya. Everyone seemed to know this, they nodded. I'm going to compare the arson sites with the locations of the murders so far. First, here's where the Don't Look At Me case took place. And here's where the arson was. Oh, interesting. Wow! Right. Next, the leaky noise case was here. Now we overlay the location of the arson fires. Wait, are you serious? And then the Love Hotel where Revolving Dead happened. There were also suspicious fires set around the Love Hotel. They're all concentrated, yeah. That's right. Now, as you all know, the Gotsuan death case took place around our school. And then, when you overlay locations of the fires... That's kind of amazing. Right? You can get a better feel for it by looking over the whole map. Wow, okay. Wow. I was surprised too when I first noticed it. And in light of all this, we can assume that there's some connection between the murders and the arson cases, huh? Yeah. It's too much of a match to be a coincidence. That woman has some connection to the murders. When I finished, Serika said, "Wow, you're amazing, Taku." but everyone else seemed lost in thought. Any objections? I wouldn't call it an objection, but can I say something? Kurusu raised her head. Yeah, go ahead. Well, she stood up in such a way as not to put pressure on her injury, and then moved in front of the board. I want to check something. The woman who attacked you, her power was... pyrokinetic? Yes, a power that's to control fire, right? Yeah. But none of the murders so far have involved fire, have they? What was the first one? Don't look at me. And next was leaky noise. And then revolving dead. And the one that happened at school was got to one death. It's so disgusting to give names like that to murders. Look, none of them involve fire. Huh? You're right. Kurusu had caught one of the weak points in my argument. I thought that was strange too. None of the murders have involved fire, which meant that we had very little evidence to suggest that she was the killer. Hey, how about this? Maybe the fireman was testing her powers or something. Testing? Yeah, she really didn't know her power was at first, so she started testing different things. That's why each murder is different. Oh, I see, Shin, you're smart. Sarika was impressed, but isn't that kind of hard to believe? Aramura said it before I could. Is it? It just seemed a bit much of a stretch, I think. I used the wrong voice there. I think so too. I see. Everyone fell silent. We'd only just started, but there was too much we didn't know. If she is the killer, then why didn't she use her fire? And why did she kill them like that? No, wait. I suddenly got an idea. Hey, Aramura, I've got a question. What is it? You were hanging out with Kinosato a lot, right? Not because I wanted to. Aramura's disgust was plain. She must have really hated Kinosato. She's doing research into psychic powers, right? Did she say anything that might have a number of powers a Gigglomaniac can have? The number? Yeah, I've never really thought about it, but is there a rule that a psychic can only have one power? I don't know. I can tell you that Kinosato never talked about it though. The way real booting works is that, in theory, as long as you can control the delusion properly, you can use any power you wanted. In other words, it's possible for a person to have multiple powers. Ito put his hand on his chin and thought. So the woman who attacked you two wasn't just a pyrokinetic? It's just a possibility, but what do you think? That's hardly conclusive. Then maybe she's a helper who has a different power. A helper? Oh, I get it. So there's more than one person involved. Or, this takes us back to the start, but maybe the pyrokinetic isn't involved in the murders, and the real killer is someone else entirely. In that case, the attack on you was completely unrelated to the murders, right? Yeah. There were too many possibilities to really know what was going on. Hey, why don't we put this aside for now? We're probably not getting anywhere. You're right, let's move on. Let's leave it for now. You told the police about the woman who attacked you, right? Yes. Did they tell you anything? The night we were attacked, we contacted Shinjo and told him what happened, along with a description of our attacker. Aramura had said she'd help draw a composite sketch too. The police had decided to look for her as a suspect in the arson case. If they could find her, they'd arrest her for that. Once they had her in custody, then they could find out if she was responsible for the murders. Or, you know, get cooked alive. Don't want that. He said he'd call us if he found something, but I haven't heard anything. I don't think they've found who she is. I see, then there's nothing we can say about her. I think so. My throat was dry from all the talking, so I looked inside my bag. Of course, I brought a mountain view. I opened it and took a gulp. Everyone else grabbed a drink of their own and took a moment to relax. Oh, there's a few things I've been wondering. Can we talk about them too? Sure, let's do it. First, all the victims were psychics, right? How did the killer find that out? Ito's question was a good one, and what I'd known was coming. I've got an idea about that. I think the killer's using the sumo stickers to track down their victims. The sumo stickers? More precisely, the 11th Rorschach test. Remember what we saw in the basement of AH Tokyo General? Any psychic who sees that sticker has a very strong reaction. Aramura and I have both experienced that for ourselves. Just remembering makes me feel a little sick. Aramura closed her eyes and put her hand over her mouth. She must have felt that she was going to throw up. Are you okay, Aramura? Yeah, sorry, keep going, Miyashiro. Okay, Ito and Serika saw this in the basement at the hotel, but they had cameras all over town watching the stickers. They were finding people who had potential to be psychics to experiment on them underground. I could see Kuruzu's expression cloud. She probably remembered her friend Minamisawa Semri, who'd been a test subject down there. It hurt to see her like that, but I decided that I had no choice but to go on anyway. So, I think the killer might have come from there. If she knew the secret of the stickers, it would be easy to find the psychics, right? She just had to look for people who had bad reaction when they saw it. For one thing, that one attacked us when she saw us panicking over the stickers. Then the killer's using the cameras down there? No way. You need a car key to get in. And that place is basically abandoned, right? Nobody was watching the stickers and nobody was doing any experiments. No, even without that facility, they could watch the stickers. Huh? Kuruzu nodded as if she understood. I know what Takuru means. They didn't have to watch via the cameras. They just stand near the stickers and go after anyone who reacted like Takuru and Aramura did. That's right. I think the pyrokinetic was waiting near the stickers too, like a spider waiting for someone to wander into its web, and then Aramura and I happened by. That would take a long time though. It's not impossible. But... Wait, we won't get any further debating that. Let's go on to the next point. We keep leaving question unanswered, is that okay? We don't have a choice. Our goal right now needs to be as many questions out there as we can. Ito, is there anything else that's bothering you? Yeah, 2 more things. Ito asked us 2 remaining questions. Summed up, this is what they were. Why are the murders taking place on the same day as the New Generation incidents? And why are they happening at all? It's like the whole point of this is to attract a lot of attention. Yeah. Everything, from the dates to the ways that the murders were committed, was chosen to be as sensational as possible. Was it just to attract attention, or was it to message meant for a specific purpose? Person. Fucking hell, I read that one really badly. Is that the motive? I know, like a serial killer, right? They sometimes call those types organised killers. If the murders continue to follow the dates of the New Generation Madness, the next one will be on the same day as Brain Dead, October 23rd. Which also meant nothing was going to happen until then. I see, so that's why. Ito suddenly snapped his fingers as if he reached some kind of great conclusion. The 2 of you were attacked by the pyrokinetic, but in the end she didn't kill you. Yeah. Maybe that's because it wasn't the right day yet. The right day? Did that mean that it wasn't my power that saved us? No. But it really felt like she was going to kill us. The more I thought about it, the more confused I felt. And I'm going to end the episode here. If you like this video, don't forget to leave a like in the section below. If you want to see more of this, then do subscribe to the channel as I upload every day. Thank you all for watching, I'll see you next time. Bye bye.